Namaste Gurkulians. I hope all of you are fit and fine at your home. This is our next video lecture of unit Structure of Atom. In the last video lecture we have discussed all about some basic terms. These basic terms include isotopes, isobars, isotones, and how you will calculate number of the electron, proton, neutrons and electromagnetic theory. All that we have discussed in the last lecture. So today this is our next lecture and we start our next topic, electromagnetic spectrum. Electromagnetic spectrum. What is this? What is electromagnetic spectrum? When radiations are arranged in order of their increasing wavelength or decreasing frequency, then a spectrum is obtained. This spectrum is called as electromagnetic spectrum. So we can say that when radiations are arranged in order of their increasing wavelength or decreasing frequency then spectrum obtained is called as electromagnetic spectrum. There are number of radiations which have different types of wavelength. So the order of wavelength of different radiation are as different radiations are as. So we draw a spectrum of different radiation in increasing order of their wavelength. So first is cosmic rays, gamma rays, X-rays, next is ultraviolet rays, visible rays, cosmic, gamma, X-ray visible, ultraviolet visible, infrared rays, microwaves, and last is radio waves. These radiations are arranged in increasing order of their wavelength. It means their wavelength increasing in this order. Wavelength increases and indirectly we can say that frequency decreases. We can also say that frequency decreases. So this is the order for the electromagnetic radiation. Different types of radiations are given which are in increasing order of wavelength or decreasing order of wavelength, and the spectrum is known as electromagnetic spectrum. The approximate order of their wavelength is 10 to the power minus 16 meter. For the gamma rays it is minus 14 meter. X-rays it is 10 to the power minus 12 to 10 to the power minus 10 meter. Ultraviolet it is minus 8, it is minus 6 meter. Infrared is minus 4, and in case of microwaves it is 10 to the power 0, and radio waves have, this is approximate a range of the wavelength of these. Visible region have different types of the wavelength. VIBGYOR, VIBGYOR, it is from the 380 nanometer to 760 nanometers. This is about the magnetic, electromagnetic spectrum and different radiations in increasing order of their wavelength. In the exam, questions are asked in the form of which one of the following have highest wavelength or highest frequency. Questions can be asked in the form of which of the following have highest wavelength or frequency. Now solve one question. इक्वेशन देख लेते हैं. Calculate wave number and wavelength. Calculate wave number and wavelength of radiations having wave number and frequency. Sorry, it is frequency. Wave number and frequency of radiation. Frequency of radiations having wavelength is 5800 angstrom. We have given the wavelength of the radiation. You have to calculate wave number and frequency of the radiation. We know that about wave number. Wave number is represented by nu bar and it is equal to 1 by lambda. Lambda given here is wavelength given is 5800 angstrom. It can be converted into meter, so it is 5800 into minus 10 meter. So you can calculate wave number. It is 1 by 5800 minus 10 meter inverse, because wavelength in the meter, so wave number is 1 by 5800 this. Second term we have to calculate is frequency. Frequency is nu, it will be equal to, frequency is equal to c by lambda, so it can be calculated. Wave speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, and lambda is 5800 minus 10 meter. Meter cancel, so unit is second inverse. You can calculate wave number as well as frequency of radiation having wavelength is this. So our next topic is black body radiation. What is black body radiation and photoelectric effect? First is black body radiation. According to this, when an object absorb all radiations, when an object absorb all radiations falling on it, falling on it at all wavelength, at all wavelength, called as black body. Called as black body. A black body is that object which absorb all the radiations falling on it, which absorb all the radiations. This is called as black body. And when we heat this black body, when we heat black body, the radiations emitted, the radiation emitted called as black body radiation. Black body radiations. When we heat a black body, the radiation emitted are called as black body radiation. A black body is a perfect absorber as well as perfect radiator. Black body is perfect absorber as well as perfect radiator of radiations. These are the main points about the black body. When an object absorbs all the radiation falling on it at all wavelengths called as the black body, and it is a perfect absorber as well as perfect radiator. Next phenomena is photoelectric effect. It is also an important phenomena, photoelectric effect. What is photoelectric effect? The electrons are ejected from the surface of metal when strike the radiations having frequency slightly greater than some minimum frequency. So we can say that the ejection of electron from the surface of a metal, from the surface of a metal when we strike radiations having frequency slightly greater than some minimum amount of energy, some minimum amount of frequency. And this frequency, this minimum amount of frequency is also called as threshold frequency. Threshold frequency is that frequency below which if we apply the radiations having frequency less than threshold frequency, then electron will not ejected, या electron remove नहीं होंगे, electron will not ejected from the surface of the metal until we will not apply the frequency greater than the threshold frequency. The potential applied across this threshold frequency is known as stopping potential. Potential applied across this threshold frequency is also called as the stopping potential. The energy above which the energy of this frequency, threshold frequency, is calculated as h nu naught. This energy is called as the stopping energy, the radiations having energy more than this energy is called as the then electron will ejected, otherwise electron will not ejected if the frequency or energy is less than threshold frequency or threshold energy. The kinetic energy of electron ejected will depend upon frequency of the radiations which we have applied on the metal surface. You can say that the electron are ejected, velocity of electron ejected, we can understand it with the help of an graph. Kinetic energy of photoelectron. Photoelectrons are those electrons which are emitted when we apply the radiation. Here is also kinetic energy of photoelectrons. First with the frequency and second here with the intensity. We know that the energy, kinetic energy या velocity of the electrons emitted, ejected from the surface of metal depend upon the frequency. As we increase frequency, the kinetic energy of photoelectron ejected will increases. But there is requirement of some minimum amount of the frequency which is required for the ejection of electron from the metal surface. So this is intensity. So when we start applying frequency, this is frequency at that point is 0. When we increase the amount of frequency, this applied frequency will become equal to threshold frequency. Let this point is threshold frequency, this minimum amount of frequency which is required for the ejection of electron. Then we applied frequency equal to threshold frequency. This is equal to nu naught. So electrons start ejected, and when we apply frequency more than this, they start ejected with the kinetic energy. So kinetic energy increases after the ejection of electron as we increase the frequency. But kinetic energy of photoelectron does not depend upon intensity. So kinetic energy will remain same with the increase in intensity. Then what is the effect of intensity on the photoelectron? The number of photoelectrons ejected, जो संख्या है इलेक्ट्रॉन्स के एमिट होने की वो बढ़ सकती है विद द इंक्रीज इन इंटेंसिटी, बट frequency या kinetic energy increases with the increase in frequency. So we can say that kinetic energy is half mv square. It will be equal to h nu. H nu is the incident frequency minus h nu naught. This is the relation between the kinetic energy incident. This is our incident frequency, incident energy, and this is threshold energy. H nu is the energy. According to the Einstein equation, it is equal to energy. Energy is equal to H into nu. This is the phenomena of photoelectric effect. Simply, in this phenomena, ejection of electron from the metal surface when we applied a radiation having frequency slightly greater than threshold frequency. What is threshold frequency? Minimum amount of frequency which is required to eject the removal of electron. Kinetic energy increases with increase in frequency of incident radiation, but kinetic energy does not depend upon intensity of radiations we apply. Our next point is Planck quantum theory. Our next topic of discussion is Planck's quantum theory. Planck's quantum theory. The main postulates of this theory: the radiant energy emitted or absorbed from the source not continuously. The radiant energy is not continuously. The radiant energy emitted or absorbed not continuously, but it is discontinuously. It will be emitted, radiant energy emitted or absorbed from a source not continuously but discontinuously in the form of discrete packet of energy. In the form of discrete packet of energy called as quantum. This is called as quantum. Quantum is the packet of discrete packet of energy is called as quantum. Second point या second postulate is the energy of each quantum. The energy of each quantum is directly proportional to frequency. Is directly proportional to frequency. So we can say that energy is directly proportional to frequency. For the one quantum, it is equal to h into nu. This is the energy. Energy is equal to h. H is the Planck's constant. Planck gave a constant, it is h, and its value is 6.62 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. This is the value of Planck's constant. Third postulate says the total energy emitted or absorbed by the radiations is equal to some whole number quantum. If number of electrons or number of quantum are more, then total energy will be equal to nh nu. N here is the number of quantum, so total energy is equal to nh nu. For the 1 mole of quantum energy is called as 1 Einstein of energy. 1 Einstein of energy, and this energy will be equal to n naught hc by lambda. This is 1 quantum of energy, and this is equal to n naught hc by lambda. It is also called as 1 Einstein of energy. Now we are going to discuss one numerical. So we have to calculate number of photons या number of radiations emitted when a monochromatic source having power 100 watt is applied. So the question is, a 100 watt bulb emit a 100 watt bulb emits monochromatic light of wavelength wavelength 400 nanometer. we have a 100 watt bulb which emit a monochromatic light of wavelength 400 nanometer. Calculate number of photon emitted per second. Number of photons emitted per second by the bulb. Number of photon emitted, main point is per second by the bulb. So in the solution we have given power. Power is equal to 100 watt. 100 watt is also called as joule per second or 100 joule per second. We can say that the power is 100 joule per second. So we can calculate the energy in the joule of one photon. We have given wavelength is 400 nanometer. It can be converted into meter. So it is 400 into 10 to the power minus 9 meter. Then energy of one photon is equal to hc over lambda. Then it come out to be h is 6.626 10 power minus 34. Speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, and lambda given here is 400 into minus 9 meter. It is meter per second. This is the energy of one photon which is emitted, and this is the total power, means 100 joule per second. So we can calculate photon emitted per second. This is the energy emitted per second, and this is the energy of one photon which is emitted. So we can divide 100 by this. We can calculate 100 by this. So the number of photons is equal to 100. This energy in the joule, 100 joule per second. Divide by all this, 6.626 minus 34 into 3 into 10 to the power 8. This term in the numerator, 400 into minus 9. This is joule per second. This is joule per second, and this term is joule. So joule cancel. So here is number of photon emitted per second. We know the energy of one photon and we know the total energy. So we can divide total energy by the energy of one photon. We can calculate number of photon emitted per second. Okay students, we will continue our video lecture we will continue our unit in the next video lecture. Till then, bye bye.